Very excited to go over our third subject of what every agent needs to succeed in Austin real estate, and that is the technology that we use here at Spyglass Realty and is available to you. Join us in just a second. Welcome to Behind the Scenes with Spyglass Realty with Ryan Rodenbeck and Matt Edwards. So the last thing, my favorite thing, is technology, and Kelly's going to drop a link into our the chat here of what we offer to our agents as far as technology. And the funny thing is like tech is the big buzzword right now, right? Mm-hmm. Like you got Compass, you got Realty Austin, you got Raleigh Realtors. They're all, EXP is talking about their technology, which, by the way, do you guys know what EXP does? They've got this like weird like avatar world you can walk around in.
Yeah,
yeah. All right. No, but I know they have great. I'm making fun of it a little bit. I've heard they've got great technology, but here's what you need to know: is you don't have to be into a big box firm to get the best tech. I mean, we have amazing tech here, right? So, like the example of the tech that we love the most. BombBomb video systems, which is great. And if you don't know what BombBomb is, it's the ability to send a video email, which we've had that for a while. They recently, in the last 6 or 7 months, did an upgrade of that where you can share your screen through an email, which is great. Like if you have someone that's interested in buying in a certain neighborhood, you can say, well, what do you use it for?
Following up, a lot of time you have a first conversation with somebody, they've never met you on the phone, but I have their email address. I want to schedule a meeting with them, send them a quick little video, kind of a meet and greet via email before you even meet and greet. Yeah. And it's an instant rapport builder, much stronger than just sending a blanket type of email or even just a phone call. So I think it's kind of
absolutely. That's what I use it for. Is a cold lead comes in, obviously you call them on the phone. It might go rough, but if you send them a video introduction of yourself, they're going to know who you are on the phone and what you look like, and that conversation's likely going to go much better.
Yeah, and quite frankly, so many people that are just right back like, oh, that's cool. I mean, it's a cool piece of technology. But what I'm using it for these days, in addition to these examples, is I'm using it for sellers to show them how many impressions I'm getting from our retargeting campaigns, how we have a marketing funnel that's designed to bring people to your property and then retarget them to that. And then, doing introductions on different neighborhoods, and like I pull up like 5 different tabs. The other one we have is a Curator Mail Blast, which is a pretty, so we use Curator systems, right? And we also use them for our training. They do the conversion code, which is great. Chris Smith is a fantastic salesperson, fantastic trainer, and him and Jimmy are good friends of mine. But they have a mail blast where you can put in different parameters of like who's been to your site, who's opened the last mail blast, right? The days of spamming people, like we have 17,000 people in our database right now. You know how many times we send all 17,000 a email blast? Never. You don't do that anymore, right? So we segment the database and we're able to send them, email blasts based on their interest, based on when they came back to the site. Like this is real deal marketing right here.
Very relevant to their personal interest.
Absolutely.
So it increases engagement. They like getting information from us. They like getting that stuff from us.
I had someone say, man, I used to get your email blasts all the time and I haven't seen one in a while. I was like, have you been to my site? Because like we're not trying to spam everybody. Right. We want to email people that have been to our site recently, not everyone. Okay, so last, Follow Up Boss, which is a kick-ass CRM system with that's basically, for the most part, it's real estate related. My man Dan Corkin who lives in Austin, actually is one of the founders and co-owners of that property. That company rather, and we should actually have him on the show at some point. He'd be great. So talk about the CRM system, Johnny.
Oh gosh, it's the brains of our operation, my operation. It's got everybody I need to talk to, all the information about the customers, what they're looking at, what they're looking for, automated follow-up systems, action plans relevant to their specific situation, timeline. I mean, the opportunities are endless with it, and that's, I think the three of us use Follow Up Boss in three different ways,
Sure.
and all three successful. And there's even more ways that some of our agents use it differently. So, like, you know, identifying specific target markets to send like mass emails to, whether it be first-time home buyers, investment type properties.
Yeah, and so if you're an agent that's thinking about getting your license, what we do with Follow Up Boss, and really a lot of CRMs do this, right? We were involved in another CRM. I think we came from InsideSales.com, which is a great CRM, and I've had Infusionsoft, which is another great one, but it's way too technical. Like it has so much features that no one's going to use. So what I like about Follow Up Boss, it's a great product that is very intuitive for everyone. It's not your base level low technology, it's high technology, but you're going to use most of it, right? So whereas like when I was using Inside Sales and Infusionsoft, which I believe are great products too, you're paying a higher price and you're using less. And what we use them for is for action plans, which are email drips. You can actually have your action plans that go out automatically based on the source of the lead. So if someone comes in from, say, Zillow, then I can have an email blast, an email drip campaign sent out to that lead just for those ones. And if I have someone come in from, a Facebook ad, I can have a whole different action plan go out, and it's beautiful because it's customized to that person. Facebook leads are generally not as ready to roll as a Zillow lead. So we want to have a different message for that. And you want automation in your business, right? You want automation so that you don't have to think about every damn thing when you have a whole lot of leads, because the goal is in any business, you want to have enough leads coming in that, especially in real estate where it's such a fickle person that you have so much competition, that you want to have automation throughout. And so all of these things are having to do with automation. The last thing on our list is Workplace by Facebook. So, I talk about I think we're talking about EXP has like the kind of the avatar thing, which is, I've actually heard good things about it, but it's a little weird for me. Workplace, I think, is an amazing product. I've been using it for years. And full disclosure, I'm actually such a big fan that I actually sent them a video, and I'm on the customer advisory board for Workplace. But I love their product because you can just do so much with it. What Workplace is the enterprise version of Facebook. Okay, it's completely separate login. You don't see any of your friends. All you see,
different app, different messenger app. It's a great way to communicate with your team members, your coworkers, without sending text and email. You can just boom, log in, do it. You get the little notification if you have those turned on. It's simple. It's great.
Yeah.
And it really works well for communication.
Create groups for listings, for leads, for properties, for digital marketing, agent training.
Yeah.
Just those groups. You can invite the people into the groups, and all the content that's in those groups they have access to. You can collaborate. Ultimate collaboration interface.
Yeah, and we use it for like when agent onboarding, we have a series of probably like 30 different videos, right? So our idea is we want to be efficient with everything, right? And we don't want to have to come in and teach somebody something from scratch. So they come in and they watch the 30 videos. They're probably, some of them are longer, but most of them are like 3 or 5 minutes. And then once they come in, they know what we're talking about.
Right.
We create a group for every property listing we have. And then we have everyone's involved in that property listing. We have, it's my listing. It'll be myself, Kelly, my marketing assistant, Sunny, our office manager, my wife, because she's doing the staging, and we've got a virtual assistant. And now they just released this feature last month or a couple months ago, where you can bring the seller in as a guest. You can have your title person as a guest. So it's all right there. You can link the Dropbox folder. It's efficiency at its finest. And sometimes, you guys know, like I'll get my ass kicked, sometimes on a day, and I just like go out and I'll do a Facebook Live, Workplace Live to my team and talk about like what it's like to get your butt kicked in real estate and why that shouldn't, you shouldn't allow that to affect you. And so we do, announcements for, what do they call it? Standard operating procedure updates through Live. And what else do we do with that? Training meetings. We've done training meetings here.
Announcements, both professional and personal sometimes, because
Yeah.
we all are creating our businesses and we're involved in different communities and different environments and different networks. So
Yeah.
we push that out to the agents so that they can get involved as well and increase exposure for the brokerage as well.
Yeah.
So
speaking of all, if you're a new agent or thinking about getting into the business, it's easy to be wowed by some of these firms with all this technology, but all that's well and good. You still have to get in, know the business, and frankly, have a mentor.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you have to put in the work, looking at the numbers, knowing the numbers inside and out. That's stats, knowing what's going on in the market.
Yeah.
And that takes work, and you need guidance, frankly.
Yeah.
And to me, doing that is the most important, and the technology is just icing on the cake.
Absolutely. No, you can say better. When Matt said that he wanted to be here and listen, which was so smart, I think back of that, I was like, okay, what does that mean? But it's exactly what he means. You just want to sit back and see, and what I've come to realize is Sonny and I had, last year we did 59 deals, which is way too many. And, there's a lot of complicated things that we go through. And guys, if you're sitting at your home and you're not, you don't have access to that much volume, you're missing out. And that's what I think was just so smart about what you decided to do is I'm just going to pitch a tent in here, listen and absorb. And quite frankly, you're learning probably a lot more than a lot of people. Our old ISA, Katie, she told me when she left, she's like, man, when she moved away and moved to a different brokerage and said that what we listened to in that office, because she was involved in some of the deals and the day-to-day operations, that's a lot. So anyway, we offer that here at Spyglass Realty. I would recommend, if you're interested in getting into a brokerage that offers all of these things, on-site training, virtual training, leads, technology, mentorship and training, that you click the link below. We'll have a conversation about this, and
know what you're looking for before you even start.
Absolutely. Yeah. Do you want to be left alone?
Yeah. Pick 3 things that you want.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Because everybody's different.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I hope you enjoyed our series of what every agent needs to succeed in real estate. Be sure to like the video and subscribe for future broadcasts. If you have any questions, put them in the comment below and we'll get back to them as soon as we can. Thanks.